What is the Reddit of the day?
Aliens have just discovered Earth but never discovered fiction. As such, they think every book and live-action movie is real. What book character or movie actor do they fear the most and why?
Will Smith. 1 minute he's welcoming aliens to Earth as an intergalactic customs officer. The next he's planting a bomb on their mothership.
He's also an invulnerable superhuman who can fly.
And a cyborg detective who really hates robots. And heights.
And space cowboy extraordinaire.
Gonna go out on a limb and say The Cat in the Hat. They think the book is like a children's tale of warning based on the very real phenomenon of a giant anthropomorphic cat and his two hellish gremlins showing up on your doorstep to fuck up your day every now and then.
Ben 10, just imagine them realizing there might be an imposter among them.
Punch Man. An alien traveled across the galaxy for 20 years, invaded Earth, unleashed his power that could decimate a planet and takes on what the previous 9 episodes show to be an invulnerable being capable of annihilating matter with a single punch. During this final fight, Saitama gets hit hard enough and travels so fast that he escapes Earth gravity and impacts the Moon. His response is to jump back to Earth, causing a crater to appear beneath his feet with how much force he just exerted in 1/6 Earth gravity. He passes through the atmosphere unscathed, lands on the invader's ship and destroys it, and then follows that up by punching the guy so hard that he blows up the rest of the ship, destroys this legendary being, and the energy exerted from the punch literally pushes away the planet's atmosphere for half the circumference of the planet. The defeated being retells his story of finding the strongest being ever and that he was successful when he found Saitama. He also says that he knows Saitama didn't even try before he dies. They are not landing.
Demi Swanson.
Every time she laughs, an angel dies.
Darth Vader. He travels space with sword that can cut anything and chokes you from a moon-sized ship that destroys planets.
I'd say Palpatine is scarier. A man who cheated death and can shoot lightning from his fingers. And someone who executed a space holocaust is definitely someone to fear.
Jar Jar is a secret Sith Lord and you can't convince me otherwise.
The Terminator, because you know, Arnie, and he's the Terminator.
From the warrior barbarian of ancient times to the governor of a city. This man can fight in politics, he is too powerful.
1,000 years ago a hero crossed the sea in search of distant realms to claim his destiny. The land of Unst was not enough, he had to conquer more. Into the west a hero quests, to far American shores. With his mighty battle axe he slaughtered everything till all of California did call the hero king.
Lord of the Rings. If we can somehow convince them to enter an active volcano while reassuring them that the ring may have resurfaced again, then it's doomsday for them. That would be cool.
Breaking news, human race on the verge of extinction after a frozen edible instrument convinced aliens to search for a magic ring, instead provoke eruption of the Yellowstone supervolcano.
Damn, what you got against the aliens? They might be cool as F.
That's how Scientology started, by the way. We don't need 2 cults running around like that.
Any Pokemon movie, why do the people look different? They have effing magic animals that control time?
Imagine them reading Pokédex entries. You can die by just seeing inside Mimikyu's disguise. Gardevoir can create black holes to protect its trainer. Houndoom's flames will cause you eternal pain. While these creatures can surely be slaved for the alien army, I doubt they will take risks because one mistake and you are doomed.
So we just gonna forget the legendaries that can control the elements by farting or whatever.
Captain Kirk. He will kick your ass and shag your women.
Men in Black. That's why they came here. All aliens are required to check in at MIB HQ.
They'd be paralyzed in a bureaucratic nightmare because they couldn't find the office.
First-person shooters, they realize people can take a lot of shots, and live, they aren't afraid to die.
And they can respawn.
Voldemort. They won't even say his name.
Mary Poppins.
Can some humans just defy the gravity and go into two-dimensional images? And they all can dance in synchronization? Wow. We are so lame.
The Bible would probably scare them pretty fin shitless. An all-powerful being that sends you to eternal torture if you don't spend your entire life worshipping him and living every second of your life by an incredibly arbitrary and often contradictory set of rules? A creator who drowns entire planets, rains fire from the sky to punish people for doing something he made them to be able to do, and turns people into salt? Yeah, they'd probably be more scared of God than of anything else. XD. Hopefully this doesn't come off as a I'm 14 and this is deep kind of thought, cause like, I mean it's true, isn't it? God is actually depicted in the Bible, especially the Old Testament, is effing terrifying.
I would think 28 days later. Zombies would be the obvious choice. Aliens coming in here thinking they just have to kill us all, but surprise mofos, now y'all are too scared to kill us because you're afraid we'll come back from the dead and eat you. And the zombies in this one weren't slow-poke stumblers. I would think 28 days later. Zombies would be the obvious choice. Aliens coming in here thinking they just have to kill us all, but surprise mofos, now y'all are too scared to kill us because you're afraid we'll come back from the dead and eat you. And the zombies in this one weren't slow-poke stumblers.
Considering Godzilla stops alien invasions every other movie, and there's 34 of those, they'd probably be scared to death of him.
Mr. Bean, the silent unassumed assassin.
Chuck Norris calls Chuck Norris.
Bugs Bunny, or any Looney Tune for that matter. An anthropomorphic rabbit who can appear out of the ground at any time, and pull anything out from behind his back and virtual unkillable would be terrifying. Just imagine vaporizing Daffy Duck only for his snout to remain on his pile of ashes and continue to mock you. But talking immortal rabbit or duck weren't concerning enough, the Looney Tunes have experience with aliens, so to the tunes they wouldn't be nearly as fearful of the aliens as they would be of them. What's worse is that Bugs is notorious for torturing his enemies, Elmer Fudd, Gossamer, etc. Any attempt by the aliens trying to comprehend his motives or reasoning would futile. So long as Bugs sees you as a threat, he'll continue to harass you any way he wants until you leave.
Donald Trump. You said fiction, didn't you?
Character they fear the most, Trump. These aliens can catch stupidity.
Gordon Ramsay.
The Teletubbies. They are terrifying.
John Wick. The thought of a man committing genocide against them with a feeing pencil would be terrifying.
Bill Murray. With Groundhog Day he will have predicted this and become a master of everything.
Power Rangers. 26 years of aliens coming to Earth and getting destroyed.